Greetings and welcome, my knights and loyal followers. It is I, Ken O'Connor, aka KindKing01, and I am back from New York Comic Con. Woohoo! It was a very long 4 days in New York City. Even though I live on Long Island, I was traveling out to New York City all 4 days in a row, waking up at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., catching some very early trains to get to the city, and yeah. I was at Comic Con for 4 days, so this is a quick video to recap my experiences, what I saw, what I did, who I met, stuff I got. I'm probably going to be jumping all around, and then I'm going to edit this whole video together so it all makes sense order-wise. So, yeah, let's see how this works. I didn't get to go to too many panels this year. Most of my time was on the show floor, and there weren't that many panels I was overly excited for. But I did go to a couple of the key ones I wanted to see. I got to go to the Dark Knight 30th anniversary panel. That was the Dark Knight Returns. Frank Miller was there. They showed off a bunch of panels from the new Dark Knight Returns, or Dark Knight 3 comic that's coming out soon. Again, Frank Miller was there. They did a Q&A with the audience. And Frank Miller, let me just say, that guy is absolutely hilarious. People went up to him and asked, like, oh, are you ever going to direct again? He was, yes. And just shut them down. Like, the most basic responses. It was really funny. Like I said, they showed a bunch of the panels from the comic. They showed a bunch of different covers. They gave us a little insight of what this new Dark Knight 3 graphic novel series is going to be about. And it all looked great. It was a really cool panel there. I went to the Once Upon a Time panel. There they showed off the episode that aired last night as of time recording. Basically, we got to see the episode a couple days in advance, which was cool. It was a good episode. Then they brought out Jenna Morrison out for a little Q&A. That was fine. And then I actually got to meet her the next day at an autograph signing, which was very cool. I got to go to the, this was the biggest one, the Marvel TV panel. This was the Daredevil and Jessica Jones panel. First hour was the Daredevil part. They brought out the entire cast of Daredevil Season 2, including the new actors playing Punisher and Elektra. They showed us a trailer for Season 2. Looks absolutely amazing. They went on and on about that. And then the real star of that panel was the second half, was the Jessica Jones part. They introduced the entire cast. They brought everyone out. All the main characters, even some characters not even announced yet. And then when the time came, like, should we show them a Jessica Jones clip? I forget, I'm blanking on his name right now. But the person who was hosting the panel said, we don't really have a clip. And everyone else was like, oh, come on, there has to be a clip. And he's like, I don't have a clip, but I have an entire episode. You heard me right. They showed the entire first episode of Jessica Jones. And I don't want to spoil anything on it, but, like, my God, that's one hell of an episode. Like, Daredevil was amazing. I love Daredevil. And it was brutal, and it was perfect. It was great. Jessica Jones blew the Daredevil first episode out of the water. Not only did I enjoy it, like, it was funny, I got some good laughs out of it, but in terms of the seriousness of that first episode and what they set up for the entire season, insane. If you take out the whole superhero element, it's a very gritty crime drama kind of thing. It was a very good episode. Pretty much showed off all the actors we're going to see in the season, and yeah, the ending makes you just... That was fantastic. Like, that was like the probably out of all the panels, that was like the panel that I saw. It was amazing. Other good panels I saw the AMC's Comic Book Men panel with all the comic book guys, and of course Kevin Smith being the moderator. And really, like, I feel bad because I went to the Comic Book Men panel last year, and it turned into a Kevin Smith variety hour, which this was about the same thing. Everyone's there to see Kevin Smith. Like, the comic book guys are on stage, or they're in the panel line, but really it was all about Kevin Smith. And I'm okay with that because I love Kevin Smith. And they were he gave the most inspirational speech. Like, I can't remember all the parts, but he was saying things like, the highway for destruction is always clogged up. People will always want to be destructive, tear people down, destroy things, ruin things. But the highway to creativity is a open highway. You can go as far and as wide as you want. Nothing will ever stop you being creative. And he gave insight on his weight loss thing, his whole giving up sugar and just taking care of himself better, which that's actually kind of inspirational towards me. I might try something similar in the future. But yeah, just Kevin Smith, I love that man so much. He is a constant inspiration for me. So it was really nice seeing him at the panel. What else did I see? that was like, I'm sure I was like kind of like snooping on some other little panels here and there. Like there's the Adventure Time panel, that was pretty cool. Little stuff like that, but like those were the big panels. The Jessica Jones panel, the Dark Knight panel, and the Kevin Smith panel, and I think that's it. I met so many amazing people at Comic-Con. It was I probably met more people this year than I have in the past years. Like I'm saying right now, this was the best Comic-Con ever. I met so many people. One of the first people I got to meet was Raina Scully from SourceFed and SourceFed Nerd. Absolutely sweetest little thing. I stopped by the For Human People's booth, got to see her. I was so nervous too. It's weird, like the first time I meet someone who I've seen through a screen my entire life, it's like, hi, I'm nervous and yada yada. But she was great. She was so sweet. She was dressed up in a little costume. She took a picture with me. And then after we took the picture, I got her to sign her poster. Now, for those of you who are squeamish, well, not squeamish, sensitive to certain content, this is the poster of her that I got her to sign. Signed to me, to Ken. Let me hold it up better. Yep. And she signed for me. So she was absolutely amazing. Raina, thank you so much if you watched this. It was an absolute delight meeting you, hun. Thank you so much for the sign, the signature on the poster, and for the picture in general. It was fantastic. I also got to see someone who is probably my favorite cosplayer on the internet. I got to meet her last year, but I met her again this year as well. I saw Jessica Negri again, and this is probably the highlight of my Comic-Con. Waited for her. She was by the Gemmer booth. Gemmer is it's an app where it's a social media app for collectors. You take pictures of your stuff, show it off on the app. Pretty cool. I had to sign up for it to get in line. Haven't checked it out yet. I might check it out later. Who knows? Because I have a lot of collectibles in my room. You can see. Got to see her. Waited in line, and the first thing she does when I walk up to her, she says no words at all and just kind of points at my beard, puts her hands out, and this is new. This is good. She started fondling my beard. It was actually really. I had no idea how to react or anything to say, because here is this amazing, beautiful, spectacular woman just going to town on my beard. And it was great. I got a couple pictures of her that are up on screen right now. I got a picture with her boyfriend also, Ryan, aka Fake Nerd Boy. And you can see in the background they photobombed each photo. So she's photobombing one photo, he's photobombing the other photo. It was great. And I got her to sign her Glaceon print for me. So right up there, to me. Voila. So that was really, really cool of her. Thank you so much, Jessica. It was great meeting you and Ryan. I met you last year, of course. I think I met Ryan last year, but I think I didn't know who he was at the time. I think I just bought the print from him last year. And I was like, okay, goodbye. But it was great seeing you, Jessica, and you looked awesome in your Riku cosplay, of course. Other people I saw Natalie Dormer at one point. I waited in line to get a signature with her. I didn't get the signature myself. I was waiting in line with a friend. So we saw her there, and then later me and a bunch of my buddies, we got this picture right here at a photo op. We took a picture with her, and look how tall I am compared to her. I know I'm tall. I'm 6'1". I know I'm pretty tall to begin with, but I don't know. I'm taller than the Queen of Westeros, so maybe I should start going for the throne. That was a joke I was making all weekend, but still, it still applies. Now, in terms of people who I don't really know, who are probably not really famous, I got a lot of good cosplay shots. A lot of cool people I asked to stop and take some pictures. I'm putting up now. I got this great picture here of the nine-tailed fox from Naruto. We have this picture right here. This is I saw a lot. This is Silk from The Amazing Spider-Man. And this one was actually done by a YouTuber. Her name's up on the screen right now because I can't remember her off the top of my head. But I saw her there. Here is another Silk, also very good as well. I got this great Wonder Woman shot. Here, this girl, she was actually promoting a comic book where it's an alternate version of Dorothy Gale. So she was a sexy Dorothy, which she looked absolutely amazing. She was very cute. And she actually gave me a free comic and helped me meet the creator who signed it for me, so that was really nice of her. Thank you for that. I got, as I'm probably rambling, I'm forgetting a lot of photos. Here are just more photos up on the screen. If you guys want to see a full album of every photo I took at Comic-Con, I'll have a link down below. You guys can see all the random photos of different cosplayers and other little things I took pictures of. Okay, now here's probably the biggest part of the this little recap is what did I get at Comic-Con? Because I spent a lot of money at Comic-Con. I bought a lot of things. I got a lot of stuff for free, a lot of swag. So basically we're going to go through this one by one. You can't really see, but my bed back there is absolutely covered with stuff. So yeah, let's break this down. I'll show you what I got. All right, starting off, I didn't get this at Comic-Con per se, but it was in the realm of Comic-Con. You can't go to New York City without going to the Nintendo World, and they're getting ready for Halloween, so I picked up a Pikachu pumpkin plush out for Halloween, limited to the Pokemon Center, Pokemon Centers in Japan and Nintendo World here in America. So absolutely adorable little Pikachu there. And I got this little guy. Well, not really little. I thought this was the 30th anniversary Pikachu, because he's bigger and chubbier and fatter than the average Pikachus there. But this is actually just a Pokédoll Pikachu. So in the world of Pokemon, if you got a Pokédoll Pikachu, this is what it'd be. It's a big plush. Like, compared to the size of my head, it's a big plush. But it's not the 30th anniversary one. The 30th anniversary one is actually going to be bigger and rounder, if you could believe it or not. But I still love this. I fell in love with him the second I saw him. I was carrying him around on my shoulder like this, and yeah. Absolutely love this guy. So again, not technically Comic-Con, but I got it at Comic-Con, so I'm counting it. Alright, next up, I bought a bunch of art at Comic-Con. Not as much art I think I bought last year, but it's still a decent amount. So first up, I have this lovely photo here. It's a Big Daddy with the little sisters from BioShock. Awesome, awesome. Illustrated by Gillian Newland. So I actually have 3 prints from her right here. This was the first one. The second being GLaDOS from Portal. And the last, the Daleks saying "Exterminate" from Doctor Who. Absolutely awesome print. She signed the back of all 3 of those for me too, so awesome, awesome. I have to find some frames for those. Next is actually a poster I got for free. It's a Daredevil poster for season 2 of Daredevil. So let me get close like there, show it off. There was a Daredevil poster, a Jessica Jones poster. There was a bunch of posters like this for all the Netflix shows. I unfortunately only got the Daredevil one. I was looking for the others, but I couldn't find it. But, yeah. That's cool. And these next 3 also all from the same artist. We got Starry Night with Jirachi. Love that one. We got a Da Vinci's Model of a Man with Mewtwo. So that was very cool. And we also got this Japanese-inspired print of a shiny Gyarados among a bunch of Magikarps in a tidal wave. So that's cool. So that's art I actually went out to, like, I searched and bought, and all the other art I'm about to show you is art that just was given to me or given away for free or stuff like that. All right, at the Viz Media booth, we got this awesome Naruto poster. This is for the last movie, apparently, so we have Naruto at different ages, and Hinata at different ages. Very, very cool. I love Naruto and Hinata, so that's all good by me. Then I actually got to meet, the artist who is currently doing the Legend of Korra comic book, and this is her print right here. This is some of her early sketches for the comic book, and she got the sign right in the corner from me, to me. So that was really cool. I did not expect to see her at all. 2 of these, apparently. I got 2 Hatsune Miku posters from one of the tables. This was actually the Dark Horse booth, actually. So I didn't mean to grab 2 of those, but I got 2 of them now, apparently. I got this awesome Mirror's Edge poster, again from Dark Horse. This is probably a prequel to the upcoming game coming out soon. And at the end of the Dark Knight Returns panel that I mentioned earlier, I got this awesome... Probably gotta back up a little bit to see it. Oh, this awesome Dark Knight Returns, Dark Knight 3 poster. Very, very cool. Giant poster. Gotta find a spot for that because I love me some giant Batman posters, as many of you can tell. I got a lot of free random stuff there as well. Like, this was the guide to New York Comic Con, the 10th edition. It was the 10th year of New York Comic Con. So awesome Batman cover, and all the panel and information stuff was in here. I got 2 of those actually, so just more collector stuff, more or less. They were handing out this Den of Geek magazine. Had an article on Bruce Campbell and the new Ash vs. Evil Dead movie, TV show. Very excited about that, by the way. Cool stuff in there. A lot of random stuff. 2016 preview comics. A guide to the show floor, a Black Sails little thing, a Suburban Fairy Tale little handout, a Scooby-Doo team-up book from Free Comic Book Day, This is the Dorothy photo I showed earlier. This is the comic she gave me. I got it signed by the author right there. Very cool, very cool. Inside editions, they had giving away this guide, and this guide had a cool like Bruce Wayne, his like Superman burning that into the wall. I got a couple of Batman masks at one of the booths, so like it's on and I'm Batman. Hello. It's not on street. So I'll probably be using these in streams in the future when I do the Batman voice. So again, a lot of random free stuff like that. I stopped by the Del Rey booth where my good friend Eric Schoenweiss was there. He's actually the co-host to a podcast called Pass the Corn with another buddy of mine, Steve Glosson. And while there, we took a picture together, which is up on screen now. And he also gave me a free copy of the book Tarkin. It's a Star Wars extended universe book. I haven't read it yet, but I'm very interested. Tarkin being, of course, the general who gets choked out in the first Star Wars movie. And he also gave me basically the story of Star Wars. Basically, it breaks down all the books and the movies coming out in one big guide. And it's a Del Rey sampler of other books they're producing because they do all the Star Wars books. So, Erish, thank you so much for these. I'm going to read these both, like, probably the next week or two because I'm very excited about that stuff. So, thank you very much, Erish. I got tons of lanyards while I was at Comic-Con, too. I got, I have this Aperture Labs one, which actually, it's just my lanyard. I got this from Loot Crate years ago, and I use it for all my press badges. That's my badge from Comic-Con right there. But I also got, Comic-Con was giving out these green, what are these? Live Webtoon lanyards. And I also got a Gemmer lanyard from the Gemmer booth, where I met Jessica Negri. So lots of lanyards. I'm never going to run out of lanyards as long as I live. There was a big Jurassic World, like section of the con, like a big sign too, and they were handing out Jurassic World buttons. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. So Jurassic World buttons, pretty cool stuff there. Crackle has this series called Super Mansion. They were handing out Super Mansion gum and Super Mansion little blue pills. I don't know what these are actually. I'm assuming it's gum or candy, but I don't know. Just again, more free stuff. Lots of free stuff at Comic-Con, which is always fun. More along the book line, people are handing out free books. I got this free manga book. It's a sampler of manga from Viz Media. So stuff like My Demon Prince of Momi House, So Cute It Hurts, Tokyo Ghoul, ooh, Ultraman. So lots of it's a free sampler. I love manga, so awesome. Someone handed me this book called Enter the Institute, a school where failure means death. Who is actually, and there's a sign in here. So here's the book. I don't know what the book's about yet, but it looks, oh, it's a Del Rey book, too, so, that's interesting. And then, there's all these posters inside saying who is Ashley Bell and whatnot, so it looks like a cool mystery novel, so I'll be excited to read that. I'm always looking for more books to read. I love books, so I'll jump at the chance to get books. Nintendo didn't have a big booth this year. I was surprised. I thought they'd be doing a big Animal Crossing trading card event and this whole big booth. Nintendo put all their focus this year in Yokai Watch. So there was 5 or 6 rooms dedicated to Yokai Watch. People in to try the game, to see the cartoon, to experience things. I didn't try it, but I was by it, and I got a Yokai Watch. It's a hat thing. I'm not gonna wear it, but I got that. I got this Yokai Watch coin. I think it is. I don't know what it is. It's by Hasbro, and I don't know. It's not a coin. It's plastic. It has symbols on the back, and there's a NFC thing. Not NFC. One of those QR codes. I mean. So I don't know what it's really for, but Yokai Watch. Nintendo is really pushing Yokai Watch very, 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 very hard. I got to stop by the Capcom booth, and there I got to play the new Umbrella Co. video game. Which it was basically a third-person Call of Duty / Gears of War zombie fighter. You're against other people. You're also against zombies in general. And for playing, I got a little pin. Come on, focus. Focus. No. Focus on the pin. There you go. Kind of. Okay, it's not focusing, but it's just a little Umbrella corpse pin. Pretty cool. I'm all out of focus. Sure. Probably my big impulse buy. I saw this just walking around the floor randomly. And I'm like, oh, that's perfect. I don't really have a mouse pad on my desk. I've just been using the wood of my desk, and it's kind of starting to rub away a little bit, which is bad. But I found this, basically, it's a giant, basically a mouse pad. And it's the Super Mario Bros. Like the first 1-1 start screen and beginning of level. So this is going to be my new mouse pad from this point forward. So that was awesome. And when I bought that, they gave me a free pack of the Super Mario dog tags. And I got a Luigi dog tag. It's Luigi right there. And inside it also came with a glowing Baby Yoshi trading card and a Bullet Bill sticker. So that was pretty cool. Again, that was a total impulse buy. I saw them like, oh, that's something I could both need and I want. I want that now. On the last day of Comic-Con on Sunday, I waited in line at Funko's booth for several hours because they had a bunch of New York Comic-Con exclusives that I had to get my hands on. Now, this wasn't an exclusive. This one I picked up because I love him so much. A BB-8 pop figure. Very, very cool. And now for the exclusives. I got a Jack Skellington and Vampire Teddy toy. This is a variant only at New York Comic-Con. It's him smiling. Let me see if I can focus. There we go. So you see little Vampire Teddy down there from the movie. That's him grinning. It's a variant. We got a Patina Cthulhu. It's a Cthulhu figure with like this really cool like iron rust look on it. Very, very cool. I got a TIE Fighter pilot from the upcoming Star Wars Episode 7. And he's completely, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but he's completely chrome. He's not Captain Phasma, he's not the Chrome Trooper, but he's a completely chrome TIE Fighter pilot, which is really cool. And the item that I most wanted, that I waited, this is the main reason I was waiting in line for, it's a Game of Thrones throne pop. It's like, you can't say, it's the throne from Game of Thrones. It's a giant pop, much bigger than the normal pops in comparison. And it's actually big enough where you can sit any of the Game of Thrones figures down onto the throne itself. So that was like the big New York Comic Con exclusive item for me. Like that one is just, it's massive and it's amazing and I love it. Probably the biggest item that I bought at Comic Con and the most expensive by far. I haven't actually opened this yet, so but I saw it there. So we're gonna see this together right now. Now a lot of you out there know my love of Kingdom Hearts. So when I saw this, I need my knife. 1 second. Ugh. So when I saw this, I knew I had to get it. Oh, that's awesome. This is a life-size replica, an actual blade, Keyblade. I can't get it all in frame. Yeah, it's an actual Keyblade. The edges here are not like very sharp, but like they have a little like point to them. It has like the chain, like the keychain for the Kingdom Key. It's an actual Keyblade. God, it's very heavy. It's very solid too. And this was like my big item. I wanted this last year, but when I tried to buy it last year, it was sold out because I waited too long. So I saw this year, and I was like, I'm buying that right away. So I own a Kingdom Hearts Keyblade now. So I like the Star Wars kid and start like flailing around. Now this next figure isn't for me. I actually took a picture of it and showed to a friend to it. I showed a friend a picture of this figure and he asked me to buy it for them. So this is a New York Comic Con limited edition King of Hockey, or King of the Artist, how they call it, Luffy figure from One Piece. You can't really see it, it's all wrapped in the plastic. Is there a picture on this? There's no picture on the side to show it better. But I'll throw a picture up on screen right now so you can see what it looks like. But yeah, limited edition figure. I waited in, this was Bandai's line? Yeah, this is Bandai Namco's line for quite some time. This is the Red Hawk limited version, like, it says limited edition special all over the box. It's a very limited edition Luffy figure. Very cool. My buddy, I hope you enjoy this. Don't want to say your name just in case you don't want me to say your name, but... And the last big item I got, it's a Star Labs sweatshirt. For those of you who watch the TV show The Flash, they always wear these Star Labs sweatshirts around the laboratory. It's the actual sweatshirt from the show, so I love The Flash, and it's going to get cold soon, so just in case I get cold, Star Labs sweatshirt, absolutely love it. Alright guys, that's about it on my entire Comic-Con recap. This went a little bit longer than I expected, but hey, it was Comic-Con. Closing thoughts, it was the best Comic-Con yet. I've been going there for a couple of years. This was the best Comic-Con yet. I got to see so many people. I bought this is more than I've ever bought at any Comic-Con. I bought a lot of stuff. I got to see a lot of things. I'm very excited for the future of like all the TV shows I saw. I feel inspired now to create and do more. I'm sorry that Comic-Con kept me away from streaming for a couple of days, but there was no way. I was getting home around like 10 or 11 o'clock each night, going right to bed, waking up at 4 in the morning for a train. So there was no way I could stream and also do Comic-Con at the same time. So we'll resume streaming soon. I had to find space for all these new toys and posters in my room. It's going to take quite some time. I want to thank everyone I saw at Comic-Con. I didn't, no one like, hey, you're KindKing 01. No one noticed me or anything like that. But I did see a lot of people there, so I want to thank everyone who came over and who let me take a picture of them. Let me see them again. If you want to see more of the photos I took, there's a link down below. Take you to my Facebook page where you can see the entire album. Anyone can view that. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything I saw at Comic-Con, if you guys want to talk to me more about Comic-Con, please let's start a discussion down below in the comments. Feel free to ask questions. If you guys want to see any of these posters or figures or anything I didn't take a picture of in a better view, let me know. I'll take some pictures and put them on Twitter or something like that. But yeah, that was Comic-Con 2015, New York Comic-Con 2015. Absolutely loved it. Can't wait for next year, and hopefully in the future I can go to more Comic-Cons. And maybe in a couple years from now, hey, maybe people will start recognizing me. It won't be the other way around. Alright, well guys, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. I've been Ken O'Connor, aka KindKing 01. And yeah, New York Comic-Con 2016. 1 year from now. Woo! Alright, see you guys next time. Bye-bye!